Chips and Salsa, two homeschool moms bringing you fun, practical, and encouraging tips.
In today's video, we're talking about something super cool. We're talking about how we can use brain science to help us in our homeschool with our friend Dani.
Yeah, and not only homeschool, but in our everyday lives as a parent. So if you're new to our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Welcome, Dani.
Thank you.
So Dani is a neurological reorganization consultant. Neurological reorganization consultant, because you help us organize our brains.
Dani has provided a free gift for you. It's a brain assessment, so be sure to click the link in the description below.
Also be sure to check out her website in the Cortex so you can find out more about her online program. All right, so tell us about the brain and why it needs organization.
Sure. So my favorite thing to express and to help moms and dads, everyone who's homeschooling, understand is that your brain is designed to have automatic functions in place that just make life easier. If the automatic functions aren't in place, then that means that you're working harder than you need to. Simple as that. So I love to give some fun tips on how to make life a little easier and how to just make homeschooling more fun, because that's what it really is, right? So the goal is...
It can be.
That's the goal. So I will just share some ideas of like, what is a brain behavior? Why is my child acting like this? And then what is actually a learned behavior? Because there's a difference. And so we want to get rid of the learned behaviors because those we can shift. And then also too, we want to help the brain just work more efficiently, and that will help those brain behaviors.
How cool. So
I'm excited.
What kinds of examples do we have? So I know that I struggle with transitioning, right? Do you struggle with transitioning?
Oh yeah. Also, giving out instructions and having the kids remember and follow through.
Yes, and then the negative talk. I experience this a lot from my kids on a subject that tends to be hard. So we have prepared some really cool examples that we actually acted out for you from our real lives. And, we do struggle just like everybody else. And that's why we have this YouTube channel, because we really believe in the power of community and encouraging one another with practical tips such as this. So here we go. All right, how's it going? Working on grammar?
Yeah.
Cool, how'd you do in Spanish? Wait, you didn't do your Spanish lesson?
I forgot.
But I told you to do it after science, remember? Before you did grammar.
No.
And look at these markers. Why haven't you picked up? I told you to pick it up this morning. Okay, did you put your clothes in the dryer?
No, let me go do it.
Where are you going? To finish your grammar. And then you can go do that, and then you need to clean your markers up. And you have to do your Spanish still. Why don't you ever listen to my instructions? I was so clear.
Whenever we're giving multiple step directions, it's a really good idea to make sure that your child's focused. They don't have to be looking at you, but at least they're not distracted doing something else. And you go over all the steps with them and then have them repeat back to you what it is that they heard, so you know that they processed what it is that they're supposed to do.
Okay, so we have 4 steps here, all right? First, you're gonna do your science. It's right here. Then you're gonna do your Spanish. Then you're gonna do your grammar. And then last, you have your chores. That means you have to put your laundry in the dryer.
Okay.
Okay? Can you repeat that back to me? What did you hear?
First, I'm going to do my science, then I'm going to do my Spanish, then I'm going to do my grammar, then I'm going to go put my laundry in the dryer.
Perfect. Awesome. All right.
All right, we're gonna wrap that up now, and we're gonna move on to reading.
I'm not done.
No, but we were crunched for time today.
Mom.
Please don't give me attitude.
Mom.
No, you can do it later.
All right, so transitions throughout your day-to-day is something you experience, and sometimes they can be a little bit challenging when we haven't set our child up for success. So some tips on how to navigate through this is to front load them. That means asking them questions before you get into a task. So if you already know you might be short on time, or if you have a specific amount of time, then go ahead and set them up by asking questions and making sure that they understand what's expected of them. And they also know when the cutoff time is and when it's time to move on to the next task.
We're a little crunched for time today. And I was thinking you won't be able to finish this whole page in 10 minutes. Do you think you can make it to question number 3?
Probably.
Okay, and if you don't at that time, are you going to be able to just walk away? Or are you going to throw a fit?
I guess I'll walk away.
Awesome. Okay, I'll set the timer.
Mom, I hate this. I hate math. I don't understand it.
What's wrong? What happened? Okay, let's see. What's going on? No, Isabella, you can't start with that attitude or we're not gonna get through this. All right, we've talked about this. You can do this. You can do hard things. All right, let's just look at the lesson and see
so
what happened.
complicated.
It's not complicated. It's just you just don't know it yet. So we have to look at the lesson and then we'll be okay. Stop whining, please. All right? Are you gonna have a good attitude? Oh, now you're gonna cry. This is what we have to go through every day.
We all know there's some subjects that are a little bit harder than others, and we know that sometimes we just get a little tired, but the best thing to do is when you start to notice that your child's behavior starts to kind of get low and their energy starts to get low and they start to get frustrated, just stop. Take a break. And I encourage you, the parent, to just step away and do a really fun technique called PACE. We're going to show that to you now.
You know what? I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna do PACE. I'll be back.
All right, so one of the best ways to shift your brain instantly is by doing something called PACE. It is brought to you by Brain Gym, and most people have heard of it here or there, heard one element of it. But we're gonna put it all together so we can shift any mood and mindset and get to what we have to get to. Awesome! So the first thing that you wanna have is water. And if you don't have water, you can move through that step and just use a breath. But so since we don't have water, we'll do it with the breath. So I like to take my hands and just kind of bring it down to my belly button and take a deep breath. And as I take a deep breath, I just bring my hands up and then exhale, bring my hands down. And I like to do it 3 times because that first one felt good, right? So everybody got ready? And one more. Awesome. Okay, the second step is to take your hand and put it into a C shape, and you're gonna find your clavicle, your collarbone, and just drop your hand right below it. You should have 2 little natural divots in there that your fingers wanna go to. With the littler kids, I use all my 4 fingers. If your kids are older, you can just make it a C shape like this. But with if anybody, you can just do it that way. The other hand goes on the belly button, and this top hand is just massaging what are called your brain buttons. When you're massaging this part of your chest here, you're actually bringing blood to your brain. And so it's gonna help you shift whatever's going on, and it just helps to realign yourself for learning. I also like to add a positive mantra while I'm in this state. So it could be, learning is fun, I enjoy learning hard stuff, anything. Yeah, I'm happy today. And taking a deep breath here. Good, and go ahead and switch. So then the other hand comes up, the other hand on the belly button, and you're just sitting here. You can say that mantra in your head, you can say it out loud, whatever works best for you and your learners. The rule of thumb is a good 3 deep breaths on each movement here. Good. So those are your brain buttons. The next step is called doing your cross crawl. So I just take my hands and I do opposite hand to opposite knee. And the more you can really twist and turn your body for this, the better it is for your brain. If you're working with littler kids, it's great to just sit down crisscross applesauce on the floor and take both hands over to each side, because isolating is a little challenging the younger we are.
Yeah.
So you can make it fun. I like to add fun games with this. You can take stickers that they have to match the sticker as they connect the hand to the knee. You can do elbow to knee, whatever it is. The goal here is we're crossing our midline. So as you do this movement, you're connecting right and left sides of the brain. Standing, sitting, laying down, whatever you want. All right, so doing cross crawls for however long you feel necessary. You could do it for 2 minutes or you can do it for 10 seconds. Whatever works for you in your homeschool life. The next step is doing a brain hookup. You take your hands out in front of you, take your thumbs and point them down, cross one hand over, interlace your fingers, and then you just pull it underneath. And we go ahead and cross our ankles too. And we take our tongue and push it up to the roof of our mouth. And here we're just gonna breathe. This is a great thing to do if you don't have time to do all these steps. You can just go straight here. This is the fastest way to calm your heart rate, to calm your brain, and just get yourself recentered. You can do this sitting. Again, crisscross is a totally easy position for the littler ones. You can do it lying down. That's totally doable too. There's no perfect exact way. Just do whatever your brain and body's guiding you to do. Take one more deep breath here. Letting it out. Good, now go ahead and you can switch sides, so then whatever hand you put on top the first time, do the other side. And make sure you cross the other ankle. It's great to balance out both sides of the brain. And when your kiddos have their tongue on the roof of their mouth, they can't talk. So it's a great time to be quiet. It's a great way to recenter and shift the energy. So one more deep breath here. Awesome. Uncross your ankles, and I like to take my fingertips and put them together. And here it's kind of showing you what the brain looks like. It's like your right and left side are connected. A lot of people who are speaking, if you ever notice their hands down here, it's a really good way to keep your brain connected. So here we're just gonna tap each finger, and I like to take a deep breath. I like to say my positive mantra as I'm tapping, and then I move on to the next finger. Taking a deep breath. And the middle finger. Next side. And your pinky. So with littler kids, you can make it fun. You can make silly sounds or words up. You could sing a song with it, whatever it is, whatever calls you. You can do just about anything with it. And then you're done. It's just those 5 steps in that order, and that's called PACE.
Well, we really hope that these tips helped you. I know that it helped us and remind us of really simple things that we could do to make learning enjoyable for everyone.
Yes, thank you so much, Dani, for coming and spending this time with us. This has been a great reminder and great tips. And I know for me, I'm going to be implementing these things in my homeschool today.
Yes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to check out Dani's website and online program, and don't forget to take that brain assessment today. We'll see you on the next video.
Like this video and share. Bye.
Bye.